guys, you're welcome back to my channel, and this is Best Bet with Rita. This is your girl Pretty Great. So today I'll be talking about an issue concerning mental health. The year is winding up and a lot of people are feeling depressed already. They are feeling all the resolution I set for this year, I wasn't able to meet it up. All the plans I had to fulfill this year, all the goals I set up, I wasn't able to meet up. The things I prayed to God, I didn't get all. A lot of things that people plan, they'll be achieved. And why beat yourself about these things? Because some things are uncontrollable, some things are not in your hands, some things are left to God to help you achieve, in as much as you put in so much effort. So a lot of people are already depressed. I got a mail from a teenager, and she said, hello ma, I just need you to help me, to give me tips on how to overcome depression, because at the moment I'm so depressed and I don't know how to get out of it. I don't even feel like getting out of it because I have made so many mistakes in my life and I'm looking for a way to correct it. So I'll be giving you tips on how to overcome depression. I just want to define what depression is. According to the Oxford Dictionary, it is a feeling of severe dejection or despondency, often comes with self-doubt. It is also a mood disorder that makes you feel constant sadness or lack of interest in life. Sometimes it happens as a result of mistakes people have made, unfulfilled dreams and goals, frustration from people, experience of change. There was a time I experienced postpartum depression because I migrated to a foreign land and I didn't have the needed help that I should have gotten if I was back with my parents and family and friends. So when I put to bed, I realized that I was alone, and somehow I was getting into postpartum depression, but I found my way out. So these things happen, and the funny thing is that a lot of people do not even know that they are experiencing depression or that they've entered depression until they start exhibiting signs like they start showing depressed mood, lack of interest in life and in things. You start having sleep disorder, sleep problem. You don't know how to sleep. Insomnia sets in. You can't sleep. You sleep just for 2-3 hours. Someone that could naturally sleep for 8 hours. Some people even graduate to suicidal thoughts. Some just lost interest or change of interest. Maybe you used to like sports, and all of a sudden you're no more interested in those things that were very interesting to you. Just find out that you no more have interest in them. And some people show signs of lack of appetite. They normally would have loved to eat something, but now they just realize that they don't even like this thing anymore. They don't want to eat this kind of thing anymore. Some people show low energy. They don't want to, there's no exercising, no motivation to things. I remember one time when I started my master's, because I was a mom at that time and I was doing things alone, I realized that I was really struggling to meet up with assignments, to be a mom, to be a wife, all this together. Depression also comes as a result of a lot of struggles and challenges, as I said earlier. I just realized I had low energy, no motivation to things. I didn't want to do anything anymore. Sometimes some people they just show worse or no concentration. You just find out that you that could read 2-3 books in a week, now you can't even concentrate to finish one book in a week. You're struggling to finish that book. Some people show agitation, change of attitude, and very obviously people withdraw. These are the signs that comes with depression. If you've noticed these signs in your life, just know that you are depressed or you're already moving into depression and you need a way out. So I'll be giving you 5 tips that will help you come out of depression, or if you're already getting there, you've not gotten there, you can just take a new turn and live your best life again. So number 1 thing that will help you come out of depression is taking a different view to life. See, our mind is a powerhouse. Depression starts with the mind. It starts with you feeling, it starts affecting your self-esteem, it starts affecting your feeling of achievement. So it starts with your mind. You get depressed from your mind. So the way to get out of it is taking a different view of life. Start to think differently. For those that are Christians, the Bible says, renew your mind. You will need to start working on your mind, because that depression started in your mind. If you start telling yourself, I'm coming out of this, I'm no more staying here, I'm moving out. You start working on your mind, you see that you start getting out of depression. Tips that will help you to take a new look at life is changing your thought pattern from negative to positive, because depression is a negative view of life. But if you start turning that negative to positive, you start seeing yourself getting out of that state. Secondly, you start reading books that are going to motivate you. Some people just focus on the wrong things of life, just start reading things that are going to depress them. Like some people focus on internet and they start seeing the achievement of their friends or their colleagues or the people they feel that they are comparing themselves with, and then they start feeling depressed. Why not stop looking at those things and focus on the positive things about your life? Some people focus on things that they have not achieved and forgot the things that they have achieved. Take your mind off the things you did not achieve and focus on the things that you have achieved that are giving you, you understand, that you feel that there are things worth celebrating. Celebrate your wins. You see that your mindset will start changing. You start realizing that, as my Christian says, count your blessings, name them one by one. If you don't count your blessings, you wouldn't know how much God has blessed you. Some people are just so ungrateful and they feel that, oh, because I haven't achieved this in my goal, I am not yet a success, I haven't achieved that. Take a new turn of your life and you realize that you have achieved so much. Even the breath you breathe is worth celebrating. A lot of people didn't wake up as you, so start taking your mind off those negative things. Engage yourself in reading books that are going to motivate you. Listen to videos that encourage and motivate you towards taking up new goals and achieving better goals. So, and then write out those new steps that you want to take, because for you not to have achieved those goals or those things that you planned for yourself, there were things you got wrong, there were some strategies that were not right, or there were some decisions that were wrong. So start writing out where you made mistakes, what you think you went wrong, and from there you'll be able to set the record straight. Secondly, something that could help you get out of depression is visualizing those happy memories. We all have some happy memories. No one on earth will say they never had something that made them smile, they never had something that made them happy, or for once just made them feel fulfilled at a point or at a stage in their life. So visualize those happy moments. Focus on the things that have made you happy. There is this new video that is trending on an African social media, and someone said, any money you are getting enjoyment. See, seriously, at a point in your life, just tell yourself, everything about my life now will be fun and enjoyment. Think about the times you met loved ones. Think about the good relationship you have. Think about the time you spend with your family. Like me, how I was able to get out of that stage was thinking of the times I spent with my family. I watched the videos of when we went out for some picnic. I watched our videos. I watched our pictures, and I started smiling. I saw that I was regaining back that happiness that I lost. Create a happy picture in your mind and stay on it, because the mind has the power to create. When you create that picture, stay on that picture, and you will realize that it will become your reality. Stay on that positive picture. Do not take your mind off it, because if you allow your mind to migrate, you might see yourself thinking of those wrong things. Even if you were heartbroken and someone hurt you, or you made a very big mistake, start thinking about the things that made you happy, the things you did in that relationship that made you smile. Don't focus on the bad things. Create a good picture and stay on it. Reminisce on the memories that made you smile, that made you happy. Always go back to those memories and stay on it. Let them become your reality, because whatsoever you focus on, whatsoever you give thought to, whatsoever you visualize for a longer time, it becomes flesh. You create and it become your reality of life. I would recommend you read this book. What's the name of this book? I'll put it on the description button when I'm posting this video. Is it Key to Life? No. Law of Attraction. Yes, pardon me. Law of Attraction. I digested that book a lot, and I realized that when you create positive energy around yourself, positive things begins to happen to you. So that's a good way to get out of depression. And number 3 is speaking to someone. A lot of people that are depressed find themselves withdrawing and not having interest to speak to someone. You need to open up, because if you do not open up, and I'll keep going back to my story, I realized I had postpartum depression. I didn't want to talk to anybody. I didn't want to be in any circle. I just wanted to keep to myself. I didn't want to pick calls, but I cannot forget the help of a friend. She kept coming to the house. She kept saying, "Dear Rita, this is not you. You You just need to open up. And then one of these days, because I lost appetite, I didn't want to eat. And she said, I know your best food, Rita. I'm going to make this food for you. I was like, I'm not interested. And then she made it so deliciously, I couldn't resist. I ate that food. And then she told me, if you don't make good food, if you don't eat, I'll keep visiting you. I'll keep visiting you. It doesn't matter the distance, I'll keep visiting you. And if you're not tired, I'll keep visiting you. And then me, I didn't want that kind of bugging. So because of that, I started eating. You see, as I getting out of that, no interest in eating. So you need to speak to someone, open up. That is why you must focus on people that lift you up. Do not focus on people that make you, that bring you down, people that only see the wrong in you, people that are there to point out your mistake. Focus on people that lift you up, because you will need them at that time. If you do not, you will get more depressed, and who knows what that depression will come out. So pick a friend and open up. Go for therapy. If you're in a very civilized society where therapy is at your beck and call, I would advise, and if you realize that your depression is at a very severe stage, go for therapy. Therapy helps these days, because there are some family and friends, and no matter what you tell them, they will never be an encouragement to you. They will just keep being the bad picture. They will just keep bringing back those bad and keep reminding you of your mistake. So go to therapy, because therapy is a neutral person that will be rational to give you advice or to help you, give you strategies that will help you come out of that depression. So go for therapy. Find any community and belong. Some people are depressed because they lack community belonging. Another thing that helped me was that I just realized that, okay, because I put to bed, I was still at home, I wasn't attending church services, I wasn't meeting friends, I wasn't meeting people, so I just lost this touch of belonging. Belonging helps you come out of depression. Look for a community. If it's a sporting community, that thing you enjoy, just belong there, stay at them. And not that you're going to tell everybody your story, but sometimes you will just realize that you are going to connect with someone going through the same experience with you, and the both of you will heal together. You understand? That is the essence of opening up. Belonging to a community. Find a community, find a place that you have same people going through same thing. And then, like, I also joined this Moms and Bobs club and discovered that, from people sharing their stories, telling how they went through this story, how they came out of that. And that was how I was able to be. So find a community and belong to them. So you will heal faster with all this kind of things when you open up. Because if you keep withdrawing and staying within your own circle, you will never get out of that. Number 4 thing that will help you get out of depression is making plans and going back to your life. Depression makes you forget your plan. It just makes you don't want to do anything. You don't want to push further. But I will encourage that you start in that time of depression, in your withdrawal state, in the time when you feel everyone have left you, when you feel you're not happy, is the time to start planning. Make plans to go back to your life. And things that can help you make plans and go back to your life is taking a shower. I have come to realize that most people that are depressed sometimes don't even take their bath. They don't even eat. So take your bath, go out, meet people, just refuse to stay withdrawn. Write down your strategies and don't forget to keep at it. And again, do not forget that your recovery is a process. Don't make it like a do or die thing, like if I don't do it, I won't get out of it. Don't make it forceful. Just realize that it's a process. Take it gradually. If you weren't loving to take your bath, just try once in a day. Before you realize it, you start taking your bath twice, start brushing your teeth, you start going out. Before you know it, you start mingling again, you start getting your life back. So make plans that period and get out. Don't stay withdrawn. Get out. It's going to help you to come out of depression. And my final point for you on how to get out of depression is discover your coping skills and stick to them. Some people, when they get out of depression, they forget the skills or the coping mechanism they use in overcoming that situation. They forget that it was a process. It took a lot of things for them to get out. And so they easily put away all those things they were doing before, and then they go back to their life. And when something else hits them, they get back to that stage. Because the truth is that any achievement you don't recognize, or the steps you don't keep at, any success tip you don't keep at, you find out that you will need them later in life. because success is a process. It's not like a destination you just arrive. Every day we keep making progress. So you need to recognize those coping mechanisms or skills that help you go through that stage and stick to them. If taking your bath, if reading books, if watching motivational tapes, if staying encouraged, if putting away negative thought was your own tip, opening up to someone and keeping the right people around you was your tip of getting out, stick to it. Don't just abandon it because you've gotten out of that stage and you feel, oh, I've overcome and this is it, and then you go back to your old ways. You will land back in depression. So keep out those skills. Find a balance to your life. If before you were not able to sleep or you were working too much and you found out that you broke down as a result of working too much, or you didn't know how to balance your time and then you were burnt out of work, this is the time to balance your life. Realize that overwork, overstress made me to get into this state. So balance your life. This is your coping mechanism. Do not forget what helped you to get to this state. Balance your lifestyle. Don't allow one to suffer. Make everything to have an equal opportunity in your life. You understand? So if you need to sleep, sleep well. If you need to eat, if it was your diet that made you get so obese and now you have low self-esteem and then you're depressed, stick to that diet. If eating too much was your problem and then you started dieting, skip to it. Don't just because you've gotten out of this depression or you are now back to a particular pounds or shape and then you go back to your life. No, stay at the things that kept you going. Don't forget them or throw them after they work. Another thing is get engaged. Get engaged. No man is an island. No one succeeds alone. Meet people of like minds. Meet people of great thought, people that challenge you, and stick with them. Engage with people. Don't find yourself being isolated for a long time because it could get you back to that state. Stay engaged with people and find out things that makes that you are interested in and stay at it. If you found your passion in sport, if you found your passion in taking up because you find your passion in taking up a skill, just get engaged, because some people, the reason why they're depressed is because they are not busy. Find yourself being busy. Be doing something. Don't be idle, because if idleness catches you, laziness steps in, depression comes in. You understand? So don't let anything get to you. Anything that's going to give you trouble or that's going to make you feel bad, just take it away. Turn every negative in your life. Lastly, just take people for who they are. If someone has shown you their color or that they are bad, don't try to change them. Take them for who they are and be grateful that they were able to show you who they were. Not trying to change people. Don't change people. Don't try to convince people to like you. Anyone that likes you is going to stick with you. Don't beg people to stay in their life. Anyone that doesn't want to be in your life can go. The ones that are going to stay in your life are going to stay. And if there is an attitude that is making people run away from you, change from that. Do you understand? Don't stay in your bad behavior or attitude and expect people to be in your life. The law of madness says that it is only a fool that does the same thing and expects a different result. So when you're doing something different for something you've realized that you've been doing and it's not working, and you realize that this new step has brought the new result, stick to this new step. Don't go back to it, because if you go back to it, you keep getting back those old results. So now, don't let anyone stop you. A lot of people let people stop them. A lot of people let people talk them out of their plans or their goals. And then don't look at someone else's failure. Believe in yourself. Don't say, oh, because this one failed in this business, I'm going to fail. You are different. Stick to your uniqueness and make out success out of your uniqueness. And lastly, do not forget that your healing is a process. Don't forget to stick to the things that have made you whole or have brought you out of depression. Keep at it and be a better person. Don't forget that all these goals you've set, you will achieve them one day. Even if not now, the future is bright. Always think of the bright side of life. So with these 5 points, I have been able to help you and you follow them to get out of depression. It's not a good place to be. Don't stay there. This life ahead is beautiful. If you have more to add, you can put it on the comment section and I'll be waiting for you there to give you my feedback. So for the time being, thank you so much for listening to me, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. God bless you. Bye.